Right. Hello again. Hello back. Hello, hello. We continue our 2x2K map. Trying to connect at this point towns and eventually industries. That's going to be a wee bit later. So we are kind of heading down from there. Obviously, nowhere near done. Joy. I'm just going to do my usual check on not mail, but like anything. I want to. So we had one counter. Actually, I could just do this. What if I do that? So engine, I'm trying to see that. So we still only have one. I still don't get the whole point about service cars. But anyway, so I'm waiting for those to become a little more widespread, aka more options. Okay, well, so we want to get on with our work, so to say. Okay, let's go. So I've actually finished connecting these towns in the last episode, and I think, well, I could come this far, can't I? I was about to say I think these would probably belong to the next iteration of the railway, but why not? And it's doing anyway, so yeah, there's that. The joy. The joy of doing stuff. 5, 6. So that fits 2, 2. Okay. At some point, I will need to pause the video. Don't yet know when, but likely shortly for about, well, you wouldn't know how long, but for about 5 minutes anyway. Fine. So that way we actually cover the town, and I also want another one up to here. Let them be able to turn it around, make some depots. I'm just lazy. If I am doing that, I could actually just do this and get some with its own things. Yeah, one more. let's put some stations here. I'm actually listening to a mix of Fatboy Slims right here right now. Has just, when was that, like mid-90s? I'm not going to pause for that, but I'd be tempted to check. Just go around in circles and come back there. Yeah, just do that. There you go. Close enough. No laws. One place, eh? Is that Vegas? Oops. Seriously? I've had coffee. Right. 3, not 4. That station's just in an odd place. But yeah, I want to come out this far, this way. This. That's one thing. You can just kind of circle around, and I also want you start here and go. Just do that. Okay, so we want to turn back. Gosh. I'll just do my usual. Yeah, the amps. Large, large. I'll stick that into large. And then see if I, yeah, definitely want to reorganize some of this. Making money, losing money. You are slightly off the grid here, buddy. It's a slight conundrum because, okay, towns are set to grow slowly. And if I could set damned if you do, damned if you don't thing, because if I don't get on with the passenger stuff, towns will hate me. I mean, they still might hate me, but that way things will be easier. Yeah, I don't care. But then, if I do get on with things, well, guess what? They expand. So they just outdo my ability to build their own industries. Okay, that's the map. It looks acceptable. I don't actually particularly care about connecting these two. This one's missing out though, along with the hotel. I think there's a mod. I vaguely remember seeing it where you can actually build roads with speed limits. Maybe also like train tracks with speed limits on top of, well, other things as like fun games. Okay, how many million people in our bigger passenger holdings? 5K. It's an improvement. Imagine having such a small place, i.e. village, where the tram station takes up literally 2/3 of the place. I clearly have this in. Good for me. You're lost. Get unlost. Nope. Or interesting. Okay, fine. I'll replace that in a bit, but I want to finish this. I'm pretty sure that is auto replace. I'm not. Hello, cat. I'm not that pretty sure that that particular plane still exists. Hi, I'm talking to the cat who casually decided to sit on my work laptop, which is next to me. I said something about replacing. Okay, can we hacks? I don't really think I have small, but hacks XL. Okay, I actually. So these guys take 250. I'll mark this as medium. This is all cargo distribution. That's why. Okay, and then this is all engineering sample. Yeah, whatever. Supplies. Okay, let's do a replacement. So they kind of have to be small. Okay, same. Right. I'll just pin this so I know where I was. Also, what's the situation with airports? I can do commute to the airports. I even care. Hold on. What can I do? I want to live on my airport. So large metropolitan, we definitely need metropolitan. We don't have hubs yet. I did not want that. Okay. So I could do that. Great. Can we just do this by name? Bye bye. Okay. Can we? No, just. Why do you all have to do everything? Okay. Enough. Can't do 5 things at the same time. Go away. Okay, done. Not done. Small. Glad I don't have more. Okay, that's not really an airport, is it? Just. Ah, okay, off you go. Be gone. Bye bye. You hipster. It's not really what we're after. This is a large. Good. Don't care. This was money. Small. Yeah, I don't care. That's here. That's a small one. Hold on. Why are you? Okay, don't know. Insane. 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 You just kind of had to. Done. Not relevant. Done. Not relevant. done. Not relevant. Not relevant. Okay, great. So I wanted to replace engineering supplies. So engineering supplies. So we have, what are you? 10,000 goods of farm supplies. That's an interesting problem. So this stuff right here, that takes 38. And flies. Okay, 30. Can we? Probably not a Concord. Definitely not. So this is actually not bad. 80, 30. I'm going to do it. Going to go with this. Lockheed. Okay. Let's all go for servicing. And this is probably where I need to pause once. One sec. Okay, we're back. I'm back. So these are being replaced. And we continue this build out. And I'm just going to check for the 5 millionth time that we're still stuck on. Not much. Fine. And airports. We're moving away from airports for a moment. We're gonna come back in here. Hey, 2 hotels. Great. I was looking for a delivery, which apparently hasn't yet happened, so I might need to pause yet again. Hmm. Go away. That is done. Okay, so the obvious thing is that this is kind of in the middle of nowhere. I'm not fully convinced why. Six. East. Yeah, well, that's not going to work, is it? Why am I here? Stores. Yep. This needs obviously a dock, but I'm kind of thinking where precisely, and it's just going to be here. Was this is, I think immediate there is just weird. So it's just really weird. I don't think a town would build around it, but I just want to make sure they don't get ideas. I really want to connect the whole everything. The answer is no, I don't. I'm not that benign overlords of thing. It's just headache. You can get these, and that, and this. And then maybe in some weird future life we can do a few more. Like, oh, so if I do that, yeah, if I pass, lol. Go up there. Yeah. Yeah, it's not going to work, is it? At which point I could have just done this. I think that might get busy with boots and everything. Okay, so that's kind of sorted. These are kind of sorted. These are, this is sorted. This one, not so much. Where's the other one? You could extend the station that far. Sure. Doesn't even superficially defeat the purpose of planning. Who am I to disagree? Don't know if I want to go to Daddy or Emu. This one's bigger. I think this actually might be one of the biggest cities. The gloomy one, 6K. Yep. Which also means if this is actually outputting 500 people per month, it may get oddly busy here. Do I care about these? I mean, not immediately, but yeah, just in case. I was quietly pondering, not so quietly actually, in the other game, that if I want to connect everything, like we don't really have a particularly steady definition of connect. Like if you look at these farms, whatever they are, they produce two different items, types of items, i.e. milk and moo. So if I take one of those, but not the other, does that constitute as actually connected? Which, I mean, considering that I'm already ignoring mail as a thing, Probably yes. Sure, I've seen another pope. So many popes in this game. They can kind of turn around at the depot, shed, whatever this thing is. You kind of can turn around, but fine, be gone. Hmm. Just a lot of towns. Hmm? No. Mhm. Just make sure they can go back. I'm not a huge fan of these epic 20 stop setups because, well, I'm just not. How far am I? I'm very far down. I will not be coming this way just yet. I don't think I hooked this in. I did not. So why don't we come this far. Again, kind of turn it around there. Yeah, nope. Just so that I can decree this is done. And then when we build the next train line, we can do that further, whatever direction that is. This is better because it's kind of the end of the line. I should stop saying kind of. I had a boss who used to say that a lot, and there was a meeting which wasn't particularly long. I actually counted how many times he said it, and I think I lost the track around about 40. Yeah, nah. Right, you can go down there, and we have a gem shed. We have the better part of 10 minutes. I'll make that a separate thing. Oh, I don't have to really. 50k per hour. Not zooming. Do my usual annoying check. Nope. Talgo Pendula 250. See, I don't know. So let's assume I just take this. Okay, yeah, it won't, because if I, let's say people, like that does, yeah, passengers, like we're doing this. That's 160, 160 give or take. I'm lying, but you get the idea. These are all meh. And we don't have express trains. I could do, but especially with cargo distribution, I'm a lot less phased about the concept of express trains. I just want people to move. Oh, there's a tunnel there. In which case, I don't know why I'm giving myself a headache with this. It has to be. Oh yeah, I stopped here because I don't think we'll. Okay, new. I don't know when we get the next term. I know we're getting 1 or 2 more. Leadfish. Is that a leadfish or a leadfish? Is it a verb or a noun? Yeah. Okay. Organization time. Yeah, you go on that. Why not? These are new. These are new. That's not new. If it's December, if it has last year, then it's not new. Where are you trying to go? You can't get to Bear 2. Yep. I want to pause this because after New Year, it's actually going to get very difficult for me to. Okay. And then everything else has been kind of stuck in. Yeah, fine. I did not want that. Oh, because we're only doing, and I want to check this way. Yeah, this is a ridiculous place. And this. Hey, colorful boxes. 5,000 people. Yeah, like if you look at these, they're not actually particularly overdone. So I don't mind cloning more. Now I totally have to find where I was, but kind of not here, but some of these hotel layouts are inconvenient to me. Right, that's good. It's the end of 83. Guess it's Starcourt Mall or whatever they had in Stranger Things. Ah, no. Let's just do that. And then I'm actually going to cut it here because it's 58 minutes. Sorry about that. Well, thanks for watching. And as usual, we'll continue next time. Any likes, comments, introductions, please do leave. And yep, see you around shortly. Bye bye.